How do occupational licenses protect public safety? Imagine walking into a hair salon or a construction site and not knowing if the person working there has the right skills. It might sound unlikely, but that's exactly why occupational licenses exist. They are a way to make sure that professionals meet certain standards before they start working. These licenses are required for many jobs like doctors, electricians, plumbers, and even barbers. The main goal is to keep everyone safe by making sure workers have the proper education, training, and skills. To get an occupational license, a person usually has to complete specific training programs or education courses. For example, a cosmetologist might need to finish at least 1,000 hours of training and pass a licensing exam. The exam tests their knowledge of safety rules, techniques, and laws. Some professions also requiring ongoing education to stay licensed. This way, workers keep up with new safety standards and best practices. Licenses also include character requirements. For instance, a person applying for a real estate license might need to pass a background check to show they are trustworthy. This helps prevent people with criminal records from practicing in sensitive fields. Licensing boards, which are groups that oversee these professions, can discipline or revoke licenses if someone breaks the rules. That means if a plumber causes damage or a doctor makes a mistake, they can face penalties or lose their license. The reason licensing is so important is because most consumers cannot easily judge the quality or safety of a professional's work. When a license is issued, it signals that the person has been checked and approved by a government authority. This builds trust and confidence. For example, if you hire a licensed electrician, you know they have met the minimum safety standards and are qualified to do the job correctly. Occupational licenses also help prevent unqualified workers from practicing. Without licensing, anyone could claim to be a professional, which could lead to dangerous situations. For example, unlicensed contractors might cut corners on safety or use substandard materials, risking lives and property. Licensing ensures that only those who meet strict requirements can operate in certain fields, reducing the chance of accidents or harm. However, it is worth noting that licensing is not perfect. Sometimes, it can create barriers that make it harder for people to enter a profession. This can lead to higher costs for consumers and less competition. Licensing boards are often made up of members from the profession itself, which can sometimes prioritize their own interests. That's why it's important for licensing rules to be reviewed regularly. In the end, occupational licenses serve as a safety net. They set a baseline of skills and character, making sure that professionals are qualified to protect public health and safety. Proper licensing helps keep dangerous or unqualified workers out of the field, giving consumers peace of mind when they seek services.